Mm.
All right, this is part two of the series dealing with relationships and August Alsina and whatnot. So let's go into this cheating or open relationship diaspora. That's really what it is. I'm gonna call it what it is. It's cheating. Personally, do I believe in open relationships? No. I think I have my personal thing of it. I think it's an addiction to attention, sex, or egotistical type of thing. That's my personal opinion. Everybody has their own. So just don't kill me for my personal opinion of what I think open relationships are. At least on the marriage level. Like when you're first starting out, yeah, you might want to do that. Just you might be long distance, you might still be testing the waters. But when you've been together with somebody as long as that, it's hard to imagine you would want that person being with somebody else, sharing their intimacies with them, not even on a sexual level. It's hard to believe that you would want somebody to have that same tier of knowledge about you as them. Now, at the same time, my audience, my demographics is from about 20 to 35. So maybe if they are older, Jada and Will, so maybe that's a totally different perspective that we do not know. Or maybe that's just a personal perspective. Everybody has, their own thing. But when you're dealing with open relationships and whatnot, all I gotta say is you gotta be as transparent with people as possible. And the person needs to be transparent and accountable as well. You need to understand that if this is an open thing and that person says, look, I'm going home to Carrie or John or Sarah or whomever else every night, then you need to just take that for what it is. If you're gonna roll with that, going online, like I said in the last part, social media, talking about it or talking to a bunch of people about it is a no-go, because you knew what it was when you got into it. If you're transparent, now if the person wasn't transparent and they're just legitimately cheating, then yeah, I still wouldn't say go online, but I would talk to their partner about that, because they shouldn't be doing that. Or maybe they have an understanding that, look, as long as I'm not embarrassed by it, I don't care. Because what he did is, like, you have no respect for their family, even if it's an open relationship. You have no respect for their family. You have no respect for Will. You have no respect for Jada, or the children, or their privacy. You had no respect for any of it. All you're worried about is yourself and how you feel wronged or whatever you feel about it. Y'all need to understand, like, if you're not built to just have sex with somebody, or you know that at some point in time you're gonna catch feelings, then don't do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you only gotta do it for a couple weeks, or maybe mess with this person for like 2 weeks and then stop messing with them for a while and come back, then that's what you need to do. Personally, if you catching feelings and you're supposed to just be having sex, then that really ain't for you. Or maybe that you just like that person that much and that person don't like you that much. But to get online and do all that, or feel like you gotta share your world with all that, no, that's not the diaspora of an open relationship. You shouldn't, you really should just be minding your business. You really shouldn't ask much about what the person got going on in their family or in their personal life. It really should be an in the moment type of thing. And that's what I think what people don't understand about it. When you're in an open relationship and you're the side piece, I'm speaking from August Alsina's perspective, it really is just a business type of relationship. So anything that doesn't have to do with y'all, you shouldn't even ask about it, or even really care. Like, I understand you'll care about the person, but it's really none of your business. Now, from the perspective of Will and Jada's side, if that's what they're doing, it's really none of our business. Then that needs to be a transparent thing of who this person is and what they're doing, and conversations y'all are having, like to the point where it's like, here, babe, this is what we talked about today. So that person gets a perspective, or maybe they can give you an outside perspective and say, hey, I think this dude is falling a little harder for you than you get, or you need to check this situation, or this or that. You know what I'm saying? Because this, to me, their situation seemed like something that got completely out of hand. And there's really no way to stop this, and this could potentially cause more problems than it was worth, or it could just be a completely, totally inappropriate relationship from the jump, where You know, she went in as a friend and then came out as something else, or it was perceived as something else. So that's what I have to say about this open relationship thing. I'm gonna tell you, if you can't do it, you need to just stay away from it. You really shouldn't you really shouldn't be wanting to do it at any age. But I get it. Like, you may trying to find yourself, like, and that's another thing too. You can date without having sex. That's the thing. I know that's hard for some people to imagine. Like, dating and having sex are two different things. You can casually date people without having sex. You can go on dates with multiple people and do this and that if you're not in a relationship. Maybe even if you are in a relationship and that's what the person is okay with, you can do that too. But people don't know how to feel like just because you go on a couple dates with somebody, you got to have sex with them, or they just don't know how to be friends with people. That has a lot to do with relationships ending too. Y'all stop being each other's friends. Like, you don't know. Like, even Jada said she didn't know Will. She said she didn't know him at all. And it's like, at some point in time, for that to even occur, is like, you stop being his friend. You stop learning him. You stop being excited about him every day. You stop, in being invested in the person. And I get you get your own personal lives, but you should really take some time, at least once a week, to say, hey, what's been up? Really digest who the person is. Or, there's some people who, like, as soon as they get up, they get on social media or get on their phone before they even kiss their partner good morning or talk to them. Or, you gotta, take time for that person. Everything takes time and energy. Just because you married the person in 2010, that's not gonna be the same person in 2020. It's just not. You're gonna have two different kind of people. And it shouldn't be a shocker to you that you don't know this person. This COVID thing has really opened a lot of people's eyes about things, because they say divorce rates are going up because they don't know their partner. They had to know them, or and stop being married because of situations. That's because y'all have a child together does not mean y'all have to be married. You should be able to be two mature people who know how to co-parent and coexist without having to be married, or if that's not something y'all want. So that's all I got to say about this. Like, subscribe to our channel. Make sure if you got any advice or comments, questions, concerns, link down below. You can email us or you can write them right on the page. This is Word of Mouth. Peace.
Mm.